Okay, we're gonna go over the wall run transformer. Before performing this transformer, there's gonna be a few things you're gonna need to do first. One thing is that you're gonna have to set a marker, okay? So when you do this, when you set your first marker, the first thing you wanna do is get as close as you can to the wall, and your goal is to jump as high as you can, reaching your hand up as far as you can. So just like this one, you wanna jump up as high as you can and place your marker, just like that. So as you can see, that would be your first marker right there, okay? Now, when you do your transformer, your goal is to get at least one hand length higher than your first marker, okay? Now, when you do this, there's going to be a few indicators to help you get that explosive wall run. So one thing you want to do first is place your foot onto the wall, okay? You want to make sure that when you do this, your foot is up against the wall and your shin or your knee is parallel to the wall as much as you can, so that your goal is to go up. It helps you go up. Versus this, if your knee is not bent or is extended, you're probably going to shoot back. Again, that is an indicator that you do not want to have right away. So again, you want to make sure your knee is as parallel as you can to the wall before you do this move or this transformer. Okay, so now we are going to go over the wall run transformer. Now when you do this, feel free to get a good running start. But when you do this, make sure you do it with one explosive movement and not so many small scurry steps as you run up. So none of this, where you try to run up and, okay? You wanna do it in one explosive movement, okay? So here's an example. Okay, so as you can see, that is about one hand length higher than my first marker, okay? Now, when you do this, you want to be able to land as softly as you can. Not like what I just did. You want to be able to land in a Thunderbird catch, just like this. Okay, so you want to be able to explode and land in a Thunderbird catch, just like this, as softly as you can. When you do your run, feel free to use your hands to put it on the wall so you can get that extra pull to get that extra height, okay? All right, so we're gonna go into practicing it. If you can't quite do it on the flat wall, there are a few reasons why. Either the wall is too hard for you at the moment, or the way you run into it is very sloppy, okay? But again, when you use the cheese mat, again, you want to be able to still reach as high as you can over your marker. But because there's a cheese mat in the way, you're gonna have to visualize it, okay? So now we're gonna go over what common mistakes happen when you guys run into the wall. Okay, so a lot of times we see this mistake where everyone will start off doing these small stutter steps, and then when they get to about right here or as close as they can, that's when they actually try to run up the wall. Okay, so that's one of the mistakes that commonly happens. Your goal is to try not to do those stutter steps and still be explosive. So your goal is to be relaxed and explode off that one foot again. You want to be calm. You want to take nice big strides and reach as high as you can and land in a Thunderbird catch, just like that, okay? Now, when you practice this, you want to be able to do it at least 10 out of 10 times before attempting it back onto a flat wall, okay? Next in throw.